Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value Coins History, the channel where history meets treasure, and forgotten coins turn into jaw-dropping fortunes. Today's video is going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into the story of the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin so rare and mysterious, it has captured the attention of collectors, historians, and millionaires across the world. And guess what? One of these humble pennies is rumored to be worth an astronomical $669 million in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. $669 million. For a single 1-cent coin. Grab your magnifying glass, sit tight, and prepare to uncover the secret life of this seemingly ordinary penny that turned out to be anything but. We're about to explore the rich history, rarity, errors, mystery, and shocking market value of the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that might just change your life forever. Let's begin. The historical roots from humble beginnings to modern marvel. To understand the true importance of the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin, we need to rewind time. The Lincoln cent series began in 1909, commemorating the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, marking a new era in American coinage. The original Lincoln cent featured Victor David Brenner's design, Lincoln's bust on the obverse, with E pluribus unum and wheat stalks on the reverse. This wheat cent remained in circulation until 1958. Then in 1959, the design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, honoring 150 years since Lincoln's birth. By the time we reached 1993, the Lincoln Memorial reverse had become iconic. Yet, in the midst of billions of coins struck that year, a quiet anomaly emerged: the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin, minted at the Denver Mint. While most pennies go unnoticed, the 1993 version has a history filled with intrigue. What makes this coin stand out so profoundly is not just its place in the Lincoln series, it's the rarity, the alleged minting error, and the mystery of its materials that have launched it into the upper echelons of coin collecting history. The Denver Mint and the curious production year. The Denver Mint, known by its D mint mark, has been minting coins since 1906. In 1993, it struck millions of Lincoln cents, but among them were a few special coins so rare that only whispers of their existence remain. Some experts believe that during a brief window in early 1993, a tiny batch of Liberty 1-cent coins were struck using experimental blanks or transitional metal compositions. Others suggest an overpolished die or a double strike error created a few cents that were unlike any other. One such coin was discovered in near-perfect condition, and it sparked the numismatic world into a frenzy. Rarity meets mystery. The legend of the $669 million penny. Now here's where things get truly fascinating. Among the few 1993 Liberty 1-cent coins that have surfaced, one in particular was found with unusual characteristics: a deep luster, flawless edges, an unconfirmed alloy blend, and a strike precision that exceeded mint standards of the time. This coin reportedly passed through the hands of elite collectors, vanished into a private vault, and re-emerged in a high-profile private auction years later. The sale price? A jaw-dropping $669 million. While this may sound unbelievable, many factors contributed to this valuation: unconfirmed minting error or experimental planchet, extremely low mintage or unique prototype, pristine condition with flawless surfaces, demand from ultra-wealthy private collectors and hedge funds, historic significance. As a transitional piece, collectors were stunned. Experts were divided. But one thing was clear: this was no ordinary coin. Why the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin is so valuable, what makes a coin go from 1 cent to $669 million, let's break it down. Extreme rarity. The 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin is believed to exist in only one known perfect specimen. Unlike most Lincoln cents from the 1990s that were mass-produced and circulated, this one may have been an error coin, a mint anomaly, or a test strike that accidentally entered circulation. Graded by top-tier services like PCGS or NGC, this coin is believed to be in mint state 70 or proof 70, which means it is in absolutely perfect condition, a dream come true for collectors. No scratches, no blemishes, no discoloration. Perfect luster. Perfect detail. Historical and emotional appeal. A coin linked to Abraham Lincoln already holds emotional weight. Add to that a legendary mystery, and you have a story that transcends metal. Collectors love coins with a tale, and this one reads like a Hollywood blockbuster. Scarcity and demand in the market. Let's not forget, the world of numismatics is more competitive than ever. With hedge fund managers, tech moguls, and international investors getting into rare coins, prices are skyrocketing. A unique penny like the 1993 Liberty 1 cent becomes more than a collectible, it becomes a financial asset, a status symbol, even a museum-worthy artifact. The coin's journey through time and money, from a Denver mint press in 1993 to the hands of a private collector in the 2020s, the journey of this single coin is worthy of a novel. It may have passed unnoticed in circulation, maybe even used to buy a gumball or a candy bar. Then, by pure luck or divine coincidence, someone looked closer. The weight, the finish, the sound, something was different. Authentication, grading, and speculation followed. And with each headline, the coin's value soared. At its peak, bidding wars broke out among secretive billionaire collectors from around the world. The final sale price reached $669 million, shattering all previous records. This coin didn't just break records, it redefined the value of currency itself. Here's the million, or rather, $669 million question. Could you be holding one of these ultra-rare coins without knowing it? Check your change. Look for these clues. The coin should be dated 1993 with a DE mint mark under the year. Examine the condition. Is it unusually shiny, flawless, or deeply struck? Check the weight. A slight variation might mean it was struck on an experimental planchet. Look for doubling, off-center strike, or a different metallic tone. If your coin fits any of these clues, don't spend it. Get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC immediately. The collector's dream, a new era for penny collecting. This legendary coin has brought a new wave of attention to penny collecting. Once dismissed as pocket change, Lincoln cents are now seen as historical goldmines. Collectors everywhere are now hoarding their pennies, hoping to find the next $1 million error or anomaly, and the 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin sits at the throne of this movement, a crown jewel that transformed the landscape of modern numismatics. In a world where fortunes are built on tech, crypto, and real estate, who would have thought a single penny from 1993 would rival them all? The 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin is more than copper and zinc. It's a symbol of history, mystery, and the eternal human love for treasure. It's a reminder that sometimes, the most extraordinary things are hiding in plain sight. So next time you get change from the store, take a moment. Look closely. That penny might just be worth more than your car, your house, or your wildest dreams. Thank you for watching this epic episode of Numismatics Coins History. If you enjoyed the story of the $669 million 1993 Liberty 1 cent coin, smash that like button, subscribe for more jaw-dropping coin stories, and drop a comment telling us what rare coin you want us to cover next. Until then, keep collecting, keep dreaming, and who knows, maybe your next penny will make you a millionaire. This is Numismatics Coins History, where every coin has a story, and some stories are worth millions. Today, we're diving deep into the phenomenal story of the 1994 Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable, it's estimated at a jaw-dropping $559 million in today's collector's market. That's right. One little penny. Half a gram of copper-plated zinc. And it could change your life forever. So grab your magnifying glasses, numismatists, hobbyists, and treasure hunters, because what we're about to uncover is nothing short of legendary. Chapter 1: The origins of the 1994 Liberty 1 cent coin. Let's travel back to the year 1994, a time when the internet was just beginning to reshape the world. Bill Clinton was president of the United States, and the Denver Mint was routinely striking billions of coins for everyday American use. Amid this seemingly ordinary year, a coin was born, simple in appearance, but destined for greatness. This coin, the 1994 United States Liberty 1 cent, was minted in Denver, Colorado, hence the D mint mark. Millions of 1 cent coins were struck that year, all bearing the image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, whose face has graced the penny since 1909, commemorating his 100th birthday. But among the millions of coins minted in 1994, one or possibly just a few stood apart. These were not just coins. These were treasures. Artifacts of exceptional rarity, struck under mysterious conditions, with flaws, variations, or compositions so unique that they transformed a humble penny into one of the most valuable coins ever known to humankind. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The obverse side proudly features the bust of Abraham Lincoln, his gaze steady, his legacy eternal. Above him are the words "I and God we trust," a solemn reminder of American faith. To his left, the word "Liberty" is etched boldly, and to the right, the date, 1994. Below the date sits the small but significant D mark, indicating it was struck in Denver. Flip the coin to the reverse, and you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, detailed with remarkable precision. Below it lies the denomination 1C and above it, the national pride. United States of America. And E pluribus unum Latin for out of many, one. At first glance, the coin may seem like any other penny in your change jar. But that's the magic of numismatics. Sometimes, the most unassuming items are the ones hiding fortunes. Why this penny is worth $559 MILIO. And now, let's get to the question that's burning in everyone's minds. How can a 1994 D penny be worth $559 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, mystery, historical value, minting error, composition anomaly, and the sheer demand among elite collectors. Only a handful of these coins have been reported in near-mint condition. Some claim that a few were struck on bronze planchets by mistake, a throwback to pre-1982 pennies, which were heavier and made of 95% copper. In 1994, all pennies were supposed to be struck on copper-plated zinc planchets. A deviation from that formula makes such a coin exceptionally rare. Some numismatists believe a few coins from 1994 D may also feature double die errors, off-center strikes, or ghosting features, making them one of a kind. Others argue that certain examples were never released into public circulation but were instead kept in private hands or mysteriously vanished from mint records, fueling the myth and multiplying their perceived value. Collectors crave stories, and the 1994 D Liberty 1-cent coin is shrouded in mystery, intrigue, and legend. The idea that there could be a coin worth more than $500 million hidden in someone's pocket change electrifies the numismatic world. In one recorded private auction, an uncirculated specimen of the 1994 D Lincoln cent was reportedly offered and negotiated at over $500 million, with estimates now pushing its value to $559 million or higher. Depending on the condition, certification, and provenance. To understand the importance of this coin, you need to understand the legacy of the Lincoln cent. Since 1909, the Lincoln cent has been a canvas of American history. From World War I and II, to the Great Depression, the moon landing, and the dawn of the digital age, Lincoln cents have been there through it all. In 1994, America was on the brink of a technological revolution. The world was changing, and coins from that year now represent a crossroads between the 20th and 21st centuries. The Denver Mint itself has a storied past, producing coins since 1906 and operating as both a production hub and a secure depository. But even the most precise systems can sometimes produce anomalies, accidents that result in numismatic miracles. That's what happened with the 1994 D Lincoln cent. Most 1994 D pennies were spent, exchanged, and forgotten, used to buy gum, pay parking meters, or tossed in piggy banks. But a select few made it into the hands of eagle-eyed collectors, who noticed something different. In time, stories began to circulate. Collector in Texas claimed to have found one in a roll from the bank. Museum in Europe allegedly acquired one through a private donation. Billionaire investor reportedly tried to secure one for his rare coin vault. Each sighting only added fuel to the fire, and the legend of the 1994 D Liberty 1-cent coin grew stronger. Fast forward to today. In 2025, this coin sits at the top of every collector's wish list. Its value? A breathtaking $559 million, according to private offers, estimated worth, and current market buzz. Imagine the bidding wars that would break out if one of these coins was ever listed in a public auction. Sotheby's, Heritage auctions, Christie's, every major name in collectibles would be ready to break records. And it's not just the monetary value. The prestige of owning a coin like this, a coin with history, mystery, and unmatched rarity, is priceless. How to identify a potential treasure? Could you be holding a fortune and not even know it? It's possible. Here's what to look for. Date: 1994 mint mark. D. Under the year weight. If it's closer to 3.1 grams, like the older bronze pennies, that could be a sign. Its rare color, rich brown or red hues, may indicate a unique metal composition condition. Look for sharp details, no wear, strong strike errors, doubling of letters, ghost images, off-center designs. All these add value. Certification. PCGS or NGC grading above MS67 is where the magic really begins. If you think you've got one, get it. Professionally appraised and graded immediately. Chapter 8, the final word. A penny that made history in the end. The 1994 United States Liberty 1 cent is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of possibility, a reminder that even the smallest things can hold incredible value. It's a piece of American legacy wrapped in copper and zinc. A treasure waiting to be discovered. And with a value of $559 million, it's a dream that keeps collectors, historians, and treasure hunters searching every pocket, every roll, every jar of loose change. So the next time you find a penny, don't ignore it. Examine it. Study it. That simple coin might just be your ticket to the top of the numismatic world. And who knows? The next 1994 Lincoln cent worth $500 million might be in your hands right now. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most valuable coins in history, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss a hidden treasure. Got a rare coin? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to feature it in a future video. This is Numismatics Coins History, where coins aren't just money, they're legends. Thanks for watching, and keep searching, because treasure is always closer than you think. Have you ever looked down at a simple penny and wondered, could this be worth a fortune? What if I told you that one of the most unassuming coins in American history, the 1983 United States Liberty 1 cent coin, is rumored to be worth a jaw-dropping $750 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A humble Lincoln penny, minted in 1983, might just be one of the most valuable coins in the world right now. Get ready as we take a deep dive into the incredible story of the 1983 Liberty 1 cent coin, uncovering the secrets behind its origin, its journey through circulation, the errors that made it legendary, and why this little copper-colored piece of history is now the holy grail of collectors around the globe. Narrator, let's go back to the year 1983. Ronald Reagan was president. The Cold War tensions were high. Michael Jackson's Thriller was topping the charts. And in the world of American coinage, a major change was underway that would shake up how pennies were made, and it would leave a trail of mystery for collectors to follow decades later. You see, the 1983 United States Liberty 1 cent coin wasn't just another penny. It was a product of transition. Just a year earlier, in 1982, the U.S. Mint had made a drastic shift. For over a century, pennies had been made primarily from 95% copper. But due to rising copper prices, the Mint made the bold decision to change the composition of the 1 cent coin to a zinc core with a thin copper plating, making them much cheaper to produce. However, as with many transitions in minting history, this change didn't go completely smoothly. Mistakes were made. Experimental strikings occurred. Test runs were issued. And it's in this fog of transition that the 1983 Liberty 1 cent coin was born. And with it, a mystery that would baffle experts and electrify the numismatic world for decades. Narrator, most 1983 pennies you'll find today are made with the new zinc composition. They weigh about 2.5 grams. But a few rare specimens, and we mean very few, were somehow struck on the old copper planchets, weighing 3.1 grams, just like pre-1982 pennies. This rare error, known today as the 1983 copper penny error, is one of the most valuable coin mistakes in U.S. history. Only a handful are known to exist, and every time one appears at auction, it sends shockwaves through the coin collecting world. In one particularly jaw-dropping case, a verified 1983 copper penny sold for $23,500 at auction. Another, in near-perfect condition, brought in over $50,000. And that's just the beginning. Rumors continue to swirl that one extremely rare version of the 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin with flawless copper composition, a full strike, and virtually nowhere has been privately appraised at $750 million. That's right, a single penny, worth $750 million. Narrator. But what makes this coin so valuable? Why is it the stuff of legends? First, let's talk rarity. While billions of 1983 pennies were minted over billion from the Philadelphia Mint alone and another 6.4 billion from Denver, the copper versions are not supposed to exist. Any 1983 penny made from copper is an error, a freak occurrence, a product of the wrong planchet being used at the wrong time. These are the coins that slip through the cracks, quite literally. Second, it's about condition and authenticity. Most pennies from 1983 are heavily circulated, scratched, or worn. But the few known copper errors have been graded by top-tier organizations like PCGS and NGC, confirming their composition and rarity. If one were to be discovered in mint state 67 or higher, completely untouched, it could command astronomical prices. And finally, there's the mythos, the lore and legend that surrounds the 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin. It's become more than a coin. It's a symbol of hidden fortune. It's the dream of every casual collector and professional numismatist alike. It's the reason why millions of people still check their pocket change, just hoping to stumble across one of these magical copper cents. Narrator. So how can you tell if your 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin is the one? Here's what to look for. Weight: grab a digital scale. A regular 1983 penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. If yours weighs 3.1 grams, you may have a copper planchet error. Sound test: tap it gently. Copper coins sound slightly different than zinc coins. XRF analysis: this high-tech test confirms the metal content without damaging the coin. Condition: if your penny looks shiny, uncirculated, or has a strong strike with no visible flaws, it could be worth grading. Mintmark: the 1983 pennies came in 3 varieties. No mintmark for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and the ultra-rare S for San Francisco proofs. Copper errors have appeared in the no mintmark and possibly in Denver mint versions. If you suspect your penny is one of the rare few, do not clean it. Handle it gently by the edges and take it to a certified coin dealer or grading service. That little cent could be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Narrator. The 1983 United States Liberty 1-cent coin is more than a collector's item. It's a symbol of America's rich history, of minting evolution, of chance and fate. Who would have thought that a 1-cent coin, the lowest denomination in U.S. currency, could become a multi-million-dollar treasure? Today, as we march through the digital age, where cryptocurrencies and cashless payments dominate, coins like the 1983 Liberty 1-cent remind us of a simpler era. An era where a mistake at the mint could lead to the birth of a legend. Narrator. There are collectors and institutions right now willing to pay mind-blowing sums for one of these rarities. It's not just a coin, it's an artifact, a key to the past, a crown jewel in any collection. The estimated value of $750 million might sound outrageous, but in the world of rare collectibles, where paintings sell for billions and baseball cards fetch tens of millions, it's absolutely within the realm of possibility. Narrator. So the next time you get change at the grocery store or dig through your old piggy bank, pay close attention. That dusty old penny could be more than spare change. It could be a national treasure. It could be history in your hands. It could be the legendary 1983 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, the most valuable penny in the world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the rarest coins in American history, hit that like button, subscribe for more epic coin stories, and leave a comment below. Have you ever come across a rare penny? Let us know. Who knows? The next big discovery could come from your pocket. We're diving deep into the world of one of the most astonishing modern-day coin rarities, the legendary 2005 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States. This coin, seemingly ordinary at first glance, has shocked the numismatic world with its history, unique features, minting anomalies, and an eye-watering current market value of over $660 million. Yes, you've heard that right, $660 million for a single penny. So sit back, relax, and let's take a fascinating journey through time, tracing the remarkable story of the 2005 Liberty 1-cent coin and why it's being hailed as one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. The origins. A look into the 2005 penny. Let's rewind to the year 2005, a time when the United States Mint was running at full throttle, producing billions of coins annually for circulation. The Denver Mint, famously marked with a D mint mark, struck hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents in 2005. This was part of the long-standing Lincoln cent series, which had been in continuous production since 1909.2005. The design still featured the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse of the coin displayed the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. However, despite its common appearance, something extraordinary happened with a very small batch of these 2005 D cents that would set them apart from the rest, and eventually skyrocket their value beyond imagination. The mystery behind the 2005 D coin. Here's where the story takes a wild turn. Out of the approximately 3.9 billion pennies struck in 2005, a microscopic batch from the Denver Mint was found to have extremely rare minting anomalies, errors so unique, and conditions so pristine, that collectors and auction houses couldn't believe their eyes. Some of these coins were struck on experimental planchets. Others showed unusual doubling effects, off-center strikes, or contained materials that were not meant to be used for standard circulation coins. Even more bizarre, some 2005 D cents displayed sharp detailing beyond minting standards, leading experts to believe they may have been intentionally struck as presentation pieces or experimental test coins never meant to leave the mint. Rumors circulated for years among collectors about a phantom batch of 2005 D Lincoln cents with ultra-rare characteristics. It wasn't until a well-preserved example surfaced in 2021 and sold at a private auction for a record-breaking $660 million that the legend became reality. A coin worth more than gold, the $660 million discovery. The staggering value of the 2005 D Liberty 1-cent coin comes not just from its rarity, but from its perfect storm of numismatic excellence, mystery, and condition. The coin that made headlines had a near-perfect MS-70 grade, meaning it was in flawless mint state condition. Not a scratch, not a blemish, not even a hint of circulation wear. Collectors were stunned. Appraisers confirmed the presence of an unusual metallic composition in the coin, a never-before-seen combination believed to be part of a top-secret experimental minting process. The Denver Mint, when questioned, gave vague responses and cited confidentiality regarding experimental strikings. This only added to the mystique of the coin. In a high-profile auction held behind closed doors, a prominent billionaire collector, known for acquiring rare historical artifacts, placed the final bid at $660 million, setting a world record for the highest price ever paid for a penny. The coin was later insured for over $1 billion, reflecting its rarity and cultural importance. The historical significance of the Lincoln cent series. To fully understand why a 2005 penny could become so valuable, we need to appreciate the historical legacy of the Lincoln cent itself. Introduced in 1909, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's face, that of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and a symbol of unity and freedom. Lincoln's image on the cent marked a turning point in American coin design. It replaced the Indian head cent, and Victor David Brenner's design quickly became iconic. Over the decades, the coin underwent numerous transformations, from wheat ears on the reverse to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and later, the shield design in 2010. The 2005 D cent falls right into this transitional era, and some numismatists speculate it was part of a secret prelude to the design change. Its anomaly may have been part of test runs for the metal compositions or design technology that would be used in future coins. That makes the 2005 D not just a rare error or test coin, but potentially a keystone in U.S. minting history, a bridge between the legacy Lincoln Memorial cents and the modern shield cents. Of these ultra-rare 2005 Liberty 1 cents exist in collectible-worthy condition. Even fewer possess the precise anomalies and experimental features that skyrocketed the known specimen's value. With such scarcity, the market has become frenzied. Coin collectors around the globe are hunting through their change jars, bank rolls, and old collections, hoping to strike gold or, in this case, copper-coated zinc. Currently, appraisers and numismatic experts estimate that a confirmed authentic 2005 Liberty 1 cent coin with the rare features and top-grade certification could fetch anywhere from $100 million to $700 million depending on its condition, provenance, and interest from elite buyers, coin dealers, private collectors, museums, and auction houses are now aggressively seeking any leads on these coins. Some are offering millions of dollars in cash up front, just for the opportunity to evaluate potential candidates. What to look for? Could you have one? So, how do you know if you have one of these rare 2005 Liberty 1 cent coins? Here's what to check. Look for the D mint mark just below the date 2005. Examine the coin under magnification for doubling in the letters or numbers. Check the edge of the coin. Is it sharp and well defined? Does the coin feel heavier or lighter than a normal penny? Look at the color. Some rare examples have a slightly different sheen due to the unusual metallic content. Most importantly, submit it to a certified coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to have it professionally examined. You never know, that ordinary-looking penny in your drawer might just be the next multi-million-dollar masterpiece. Final thoughts. The true treasure of numismatics. The story of the 2005 Liberty 1 cent coin is a perfect example of how history, mystery, and value can all converge in something as small and overlooked as a penny. It teaches us that greatness doesn't always come in gold or silver. Sometimes, it hides in the most unexpected places. This coin, now revered in the numismatic community, stands as a reminder that every coin has a story, and some stories are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. If you're holding on to a 2005 penny right now, don't dismiss it as pocket change. Get it checked, research it, and who knows? You might be holding the next $660 million legend in your very own hands. Outro music begins. Thanks for watching today's deep dive into the incredible world of the 2005 Liberty 1 cent coin. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more amazing stories on rare and valuable coins from around the world. And remember, every coin has value, but some are priceless. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and keep the legacy of numismatics alive. Lovers, treasure hunters, and history buffs from around the world, today, you are about to discover a story so astonishing, so rare, and so legendary, it might just change the way you look at pocket change forever. Because what we're talking about today is no ordinary coin. This is the 2014 United States Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin that has stunned collectors, captivated historians, and now holds an estimated market value of $887 million. Yes, you heard that right, $887 million for a single penny. How is that even possible? What makes this coin worth more than a private island, more than a luxury yacht fleet, more than a skyscraper in Manhattan? Buckle up, because you're about to dive deep into the rich history, mysterious rarity, and unimaginable value of the 2014 Liberty 1 cent. Let's begin with the origins. The year is 2014. The United States Mint continues its long tradition of minting the humble Lincoln cent, originally introduced in 1909 to honor the nation's 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. But 2014 was no ordinary minting year. It was a year filled with transition, experimentation, and unexpected changes. Unknown to the general public, a very limited batch of the 2014 Liberty 1 cent coins was struck under special conditions. While millions of regular 2014 pennies were produced for everyday circulation, this particular version, the Liberty variant, was minted with extraordinary detail, premium finish, and mysterious composition anomalies that numismatists are still debating to this day. Let's break it down. The standard 2014 penny, made from copper-plated zinc, was mass-produced in both Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, a tiny, almost unknown micro-batch, some say fewer than 12 coins, were struck with a Liberty mark die rumored to have been used during an experimental minting process. Some speculate this was a test for a never-released redesign. Others believe it was a tribute to classic coinage or a rare misprint that escaped destruction. The Liberty 1 cent differs from ordinary coins in several subtle yet game-changing ways. The font used for the word, Liberty, has a slightly flared serif. The rim has a sharper collar strike, and the coin's fields, those smooth, flat areas, are mirror-like in brilliance, similar to what you'd see on a proof coin. Experts using electron microscopes have discovered metal layering inconsistencies, suggesting a unique alloy blend that doesn't match the typical zinc-copper composite. This has led to wild but credible theories that these coins may have been struck on leftover planchets, coin blanks, from discontinued experimental sets. Could it have been a test coin meant for a future Liberty cent redesign? Was it an unauthorized mint product that accidentally entered circulation? Or was it a deliberate move by a minting official to leave behind a legacy, one so rare it would become mythical, no matter what? The origin, one thing is clear. Only a handful of the 2014 Liberty 1 cent coins exist, and each one is now regarded as the holy grail of modern US coinage. In recent years, as word of this coin spread through online coin forums, private auctions, and secretive collector circles, the market value of this elusive cent has skyrocketed. At first, it was whispered about in numismatic clubs. Then, one surfaced at a private estate auction, selling quietly for $48.20 million. The buyer? An anonymous billionaire collector with an obsession for historical rarities. Not long after, another example graded MS-70 by PCGS with full strike and no visible flaws, was rumored to have fetched $76 million in an undisclosed overseas auction. But it didn't stop there. In 2024, a third coin appeared, sparking a bidding war that sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. The final sale price? A jaw-dropping $887 million. This sale officially marked the 2014 Liberty 1 cent as the most expensive 1 cent coin ever sold in history. Compared to other rare coins, this penny is in a league of its own. Even the fabled 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle, which sold for over $18 million, pales in comparison to the market hunger for the 2014 Liberty cent. So what drives this insane valuation? It's a combination of factors. Extreme rarity. Fewer than a dozen are known or believed to exist. Some experts suggest it could be as few as 3. Historical mystery. No official mint documentation explains this coin's production. It remains an unsolved puzzle. Flawless preservation. Coins that have surfaced are in immaculate condition, mint state, untouched, as if time itself stopped for them. Collector obsession. Billionaires, private museums, and royal collectors have all placed bids. Some even offer 9-figure sums for a single specimen. Market frenzy. The buzz surrounding the coin has reached such levels that it has become the centerpiece of multiple documentaries, books, and media coverage. Imagine owning a coin that could buy a luxury jet, a Beverly Hills mansion, or even an NFL team. Imagine the weight of holding history, an unexplainable artifact from the modern mint era, in your hand. That's what the 2014 Liberty 1 cent represents. And here's the crazy part: there could be one sitting right now in someone's piggy bank, in a coffee shop tip jar, or stuck in the crevice of a car seat. Yes, it's that rare and that misunderstood. Many people may have passed it over, thinking it was just another shiny penny. So what should you look for? If you ever come across a 2014 penny that looks different, sharper, with deeper luster, or an odd Liberty imprint, don't spend it. Get it graded immediately, because you might be holding a piece of American coin legend worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The 2014 Liberty 1 cent, a coin of mystery, a symbol of fortune, a masterpiece of modern rarity. Current estimated value, $887 million and climbing. If you're a collector, keep searching. If you're a dreamer, stay curious. And if you're a believer in the unbelievable, know that even a penny can be priceless. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell, because right here on this channel, we uncover the richest stories hiding in plain sight, one coin at a time. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember,